you very much for this really informative presentations, particularly for people like me, rather new on the topic. And I like to put up a question, maybe more on how to go about it, taking into account what it was said, that it is not perceived by the public opinion and by governments as a pressing issue, no, like nuclear or even chemical. And I was wondering whether you could go for a different strategy, maybe too much out of the box for the silo, in a way, system that we have in the UN, which is each conference for each convention and so on. No? Why I am saying that? Because as a former policymaker myself, if you go about it saying, okay, you are not paying sufficient attention to us, but this is also very dangerous, too much attention on nuclear and so on, too many NGOs on nuclear, yeah, okay, that will deliver something. But it's a bit, okay, now you have the bio crowd defending their topic of interest. Allow me the caricature. So, can we think of something like a joint special conference on the three topics, like nuclear, chemical, and biological, to come up with some sort of conclusion or a statement that basically at the end raises the bio at the level of attention and priority of the other two? Because of course for the general public, with a very, average knowledge, is weapons of mass destruction, is nuclear, is chemical, is biological. No? Thank you.
So do you think there is the will and the appetite to bring parity across these paradigms?
No. There's also another reason why there's not enough awareness. Probably it's because from a military point of view, biological weapons, maybe now that we were talking about this before the seminar, but perhaps now the situation has changed, the technology has changed, maybe now it's possible, but until recently it was very difficult to control a biological weapon. So it was very difficult to use it. And in 1968, when the United States, and actually it was, I believe it was the United States, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm sure some of you know more about the history of the WWC than I do, but basically there was a time when the two superpowers were discussing areas of cooperation, and they found the biological area because it was something that the military would tell them, look, we cannot use biological weapons, so you might as well ban them. And it was quite easy to get to a convention that agreed on banning an entire category of weapons, which we don't have with the NPT. The NPT does not ban nuclear weapons as such. It prescribes the abolition of nuclear weapons, but without saying when. Article 6 of the NPT. But the BWC is one of the few treaties that actually bans an entire category of weapons. So I think that there was also this technical military reason why they were not very top of the agenda, because they're difficult to use, difficult to control. They could turn against the side that uses them. If you have a pandemic that concerns everyone, so maybe now it's different. Maybe now you can have, I don't know, with DNA technology, different systems, you can invent the ultimate biological weapons. But again, this is a matter for scientists to tell us, is that possible? To my feeling, we're not there yet. And this is also the reason why they're not seen as a usable weapon. And then you don't have a doctrine, and you don't have, nuclear weapons, you've had decades of doctrines that were developed, the concept of deterrence and concepts like, no first use, launch and warning, things like that, make up the entire possible response to a nuclear attack or the use of nuclear weapons. So you have an entire literature on the use of nuclear weapons or non-use of nuclear weapons, on deterrence. You don't have anything quite like that on biological weapons. So this is also another reason why we're very much behind. We're very much behind on biological weapons, and you cannot compare them with other weapons of mass destruction.
Dr. Una, would you like to weigh in?